When you think of the microscale or the nanoscale, what do you think of? The first things that may come to your mind might be micromachines or nanoviruses that may or may not remind you about these recent times. What if I told you that something has been created that might very well be what you thought micromachines were, albeit in a different form? I'm talking about Xenobots, a new type of organism designed by a computer. What's a Xenobot? These little guys, created in January of 2020, are considered a new type of organism, so-called living robots. This is because they can be programmed to do certain tasks and are built from living cells. They're less than a millimeter long and can survive for weeks without food or energy. They can repair themselves when lacerated and interact with each other in ways similar to how the individual cells in our bodies work with each other. How did these guys get their name? The Xeno part of their name comes from two things: the species that the Xenobots got their cells from, and the very nature of their existence. The first reason is that Xenobots got their cells from Xenopus laevis, the African clawed frog. Specifically, scientists used stem cells from the embryos of the frogs to make the bodies of the Xenobots. The other reason for the name is because of how strange they are. Since these guys are a new, never-before-seen type of life form, scientists use the Greek word xeno, meaning strange or foreign, to describe them. The second part of the name, bot, comes from the way they behave. By using an evolutionary algorithm to program the bots, only the best designs that can accomplish a specific task will survive. Well, that's cool and all, but what do the Xenobots even look like? How do they even work? The first iteration of Xenobots had skin cells to provide structure and support, while the naturally contracting heart cells were used for movement. More recent versions of the Xenobots used hair-like structures called cilia to swim through their environment. For example, a design like this was made with locomotion in mind. As you can see, the heart cells are placed at the bottom to allow locomotion as they contract naturally, while the skin cells are placed on top of the heart cells to hold the organism together. Why are these Xenobots important? What can they even potentially do? Let me tell you, weird guy with plushie on his head. The future implication of these robots are big, huge, humongous, gargantuan! You okay, man? I don't even know anymore. Xenobots made up of your very own cells might be programmed to clean up plaque in your arteries or deliver medicine to certain parts of your body. Another use for Xenobots could be the cleanup of microplastics in our ocean. They could be programmed to move microplastics into big piles where boats could pick up the pile and take it to a recycling plant. Xenobots wouldn't cause pollution either, as they are biodegradable due to being made out of living cells. You know what this means, weird guy? No. Xenobots could change the whole world at the course of humanity. By the way, nice Xenobot hat. Thanks, man. Understanding and studying Xenobots helps us better understand the fundamental principles of biology, which would further lead down the road of scientific innovation. Learning more about these Xenobots could save our oceans and save tons of lives too. We may not know what the world has for us in the future, but I know for certain with Xenobots in existence, the world would be a much better place.